Yeah, doing these YouTube videos been helping me a lot with stuff outside of art specifically. I mentioned in my Gut in 60 podcast, where it's basically 60 seconds of me speaking off the top of my head, that um, creating this content has made me a lot more confident when it comes to communicating with people. I have a service based business that I do from time to time. Um, well, a lot, especially during this time of year, going into the summer, where I have to do sales calls because the price of the services is is pretty up there. So oftentimes with this kind of stuff, even with good recommendations, word of mouth, all that kind of thing, they still want to talk to the person when they have to spend a certain amount of money. And I think today was one of the best sales calls I've ever had, and I think I've been doing these for, oh man, this has been close to 13, 14 years or so. Um, and this is one of the best one that I can remember. I I was even though I've done a lot of these type of calls, I still get nervous beforehand. Like when it comes to selling, speaking to somebody new, and then slight nerves about, man, this service is very expensive. You can get to thousands, tens of thousands, all that kind of stuff. So the nerves with that and telling people about the price up front. Um, but I've never been this calm on a call before. It was like I was speaking to a just a family member, or um, and I was calm, no nerves. I was sharp. My thoughts were uh, concise, and was that my thoughts were concise? I've never heard. Yeah, whatever. Keep moving, but yeah, and I think I can contribute the YouTube and creating this kind of content for shorts, reels, posting on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Just me talking more made that call even easier. So if and how long I've been doing this? I think I've been doing this maybe 3 months now. I think this is episode like 28 or something like that. So probably around 3 months, because I do an episode maybe like every 3, 4 days, 5 days, depending on what I have going on. So yeah, if I can improve that much in what I would consider a short period of time, imagine when I get to 100 episodes. I'll be at 50 before I know it. Imagine how good I will be at 100. I mean, that's a lot to, think about for me, especially. And it's exciting, you know. Again, I know I mentioned before on a few other episodes that on May 29th, I have my first actual interview as a artist. Like somebody's going to be interviewing me, asking me questions about my work, my process, whatever questions that they have. And after doing that sales call, I I was really apprehensive and nervous, especially when the the host of the show reached out to me and asked if I would be interested. He asked a few weeks ago, and but now I feel even more confident about doing well on that podcast, and just being more comfortable so that I can be more um, me. Even though I would say that I'm always me, but I'm really, even keeled most of the time, even though sometimes things ebb and flow, and that's something that I'm working on. I just want to be the same me all the time. So, yeah, that was just a little thing. These videos are helping me. I can say that much. The videos help a lot. What else I got going? You know what? I'm still working on that collection behind the scenes. I don't know when it will be completed. I'm still tinkering with things. I don't have I don't have the work where I want it to be, or the because I want to put myself in it, as far as like how I'm feeling, and just some emotions in the work, so that when people see it, they feel something as well. I don't want it to just be pretty. I want it to mean something, and I want it to tell a story that is meaningful. So still working on that, and I considered at a certain point of putting a deadline on it. Uh, the more I thought about it, I was like, I shouldn't rush this, even though but something that I am going to do, and I don't consider it rushing, but I want to work on something dealing with this collection every single day, so I can still make those incremental improvements day by day and build upon those. Uh, Currently, sometimes I'll work on it one day and then not work on it for 2 days, but I'm still thinking about it and doing some research. I'm still studying colors a little more, just so I can, when I create the image, then use the colors to bring it all together to evoke whatever I'm trying to make that artwork. I mean, oh, to evoke whatever emotions I'm trying to display in the work. More content, more content, more content. You know, another thing too, I'm still working on the promotion side of things. How do I promote myself without being spammy? How do I promote myself without being annoying? And in the art world, even the NFTs is like, hey, don't promote yourself. We'll find you. But if you post too many videos, or if you post your work too much times, then we won't look at you because that's weird. But then we got it's like some weird, and I don't even know. I guess because there's so many artists out there that would love for their art to be a full-time career, that um, it can be oversaturated, especially for people like myself who dream of having their work auctioned at these auction houses like Christie's, Sotheby's, and all of these type of places, or having my work displayed in the top galleries around the world, have my work collected by some of the greatest collectors, curators, all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a lot of competition. So how do you stand out without, you know, doing this, especially in the modern age? I think it's a tool that we should use to differentiate ourselves. And I think I'm still thinking of a way to do this, because I want to reach out to more people on the fine art side of things. for the next few weeks, I've talked to a number of people over on the digital side, NFT side, whatever you want to call it, that side of art where we, everything's done with crypto, blockchain, all that kind of stuff. But I want to start talking and building more relationships with the people on the other side because I'm assuming that they're, and this is going to be, I know it's going to be a slow process, like the fine art world, NFT art world coming together at some point. I mean, that's a huge undertaking. You got institutions and stuff over here on the fine art side, been around for hundreds, freaking 1,000 years or whatever. And then you got NFTs, been around for, this is from as far back as I know, maybe like 20, and I could be wrong, 2016, 2017, maybe sooner. I don't know. So there's a lot of catching up to do, even though it's a lot of money. A lot of artists are making good money over here on the NFT side. Do they, even though they're making the money right now, do they have the longevity? I know I see some people who I believe that they have that longevity and they're building their resume now, and their style is refined, and they're slowly, making changes and improving this and that over the last few years, ever since 2021 when everything boomed when it came to art. So, and that's where I want to be. I want to keep improving. I want to refine my style even more. I want to put more emotion into the work so that when people see it, they actually feel something and not just like, ooh, that's pretty. I want you to feel my work when you look at it. I'll think about it. Every day, every morning. I think about it. I even have affirmations that I'll listen to. I used to read them out loud or read them, to myself in the mornings and in the evening. But then I ended up, with the power of technology nowadays, so that I could, basically burn all this into my subconscious, even when I'm sleeping. Is I used a AI tool. I wish I could remember which one it was off the top of my head. That does text to voice, and I put all of my affirmations through that tool. I fed it all through there, and then I posted. Of course, I posted a private YouTube. Well, it's actually two private YouTube videos that I posted. One is all the quotes that I like to listen to, and I used to read every morning, but now I listen to them in the morning through headphones, both ears covering. And I have the second video, which is all affirmations, and they repeat multiple times, that kind of stuff. I think the video's like 28 minutes, almost 30 minutes, something like that. And I listen to that in the morning and when I go to sleep. Burning all this, trying to overflow my mind with positivity, and that's, it's not a, I mean, I could say it's not an easy task, but a lot of the negativity, I think I can control that, and I just choose not to sometimes. And I could be wrong. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to overflow my mind with nothing but positive thoughts and keep my mind focused on the ultimate goal. Even though there's things that I do outside of art, art has always been a dream. So I want to keep, even if I have to sidestep from time to time to do other things. I still want art to be. I always want to keep taking steps forward to that goal. what do y'all think about physical? I don't know if the people that watch these, I really don't know what kind of people watch these videos. Honestly, I can't really see the subscribers on YouTube or like the analytics on Instagram of like, what kind of career these people have, what are their interests, all that kind of stuff. Maybe I could find it. Maybe I'm just ignorant to it and I just don't know where to look. So I I wonder who watches my content or who my content is fed to an algorithm, especially on Reels. And I'm thinking about physical artwork now, and again, this will probably be something in the future. But it's something I've been thinking about. There's oh man, what's it called? There's a company called I think it's called like Matter Labs, something like that, where they take digital artwork that's created, like on iPads, that kind of stuff, and then they create the physicals, but the physicals are painted with, real oil paint and robots. It's an actual machine that dips the paintbrush in the paint, goes over to a certain grid on the canvas and paints it for you. And I first learned about this company through a collector of mine, actually, Delta Sauce on Twitter. Again, Delta Sauce, and he's an amazing artist. And he believed in me. He was the first person to collect my artwork on Soul, which is the chain where I have my newest artwork. And he's amazing. One of his collections called Views, where I mean, it's one of my favorites. Every piece of artwork there like makes me feel something, and that's what I want my work to do as well. But before I start, going off on a tangent, he went to New York for NFT NYC, and and he was able to see his work be converted from digital to physical with this machine, and it looked great, and I'm just like, how does the machine even do this? You know, blending the different colors in the right way so that the physical oil painting and the digital match. It's just mind blowing. Technology just continues to take leaps and bounds every every few weeks, every few months, every year. So that's something that I was looking at. I'm looking at for sure, and I'm very interested in. Now, I haven't, and this I normally create artwork every single day. I haven't made any art for probably 4 days now. Uh, you know, having art be a full time thing financially, of course, is the dream, but you have to do other stuff. So other things have been taking up that time, and when I do have the time, I I'll start trying to do something, and I'll literally pass out at my desk. I'll I'll be like right in the middle of, okay, let's go ahead and look at, oh, this prompt looks really nice. I think I can use some pieces from this one and add it here, and I'm gone. So uh, I don't want to take too many. And something I've been doing, and I don't know how healthy it is, but it's something I've been doing because I'm still trying to figure out how to, properly meld the time for art into my daily life. And it's something I'm probably avoiding. And I know this would be the best way to go about it, but I've been avoiding it. Getting up early. Now, when I say early, I'm talking about getting up at 4 a.m. before anybody in my house is awake so that I can have 3 hours at least. Yeah, yeah, at least 3 hours to get all those thoughts out on different art or different ways to promote myself, marketing, networking, all that kind of stuff. 3 hours uninterrupted. That would be great, but I always try to do it on the back end in the evenings. Like now, it's almost 11:30 p.m. and I still have a bunch of stuff that I want to try to do. But I'm just fighting it because I don't want to wake up early. I hate waking up early like that. I hate it. But I shouldn't say hate, but I just, instead of saying hate, I severely dislike waking up at 4 a.m. I did it for a while, and I mean it seemed okay for like the first few weeks, and I got to a point where in the middle of the day, I like 1 o'clock or something, I'd be about to pass out somewhere, and I don't want that to be a thing. So waking up early is probably what I have to do. I've been fighting it long enough. And then again, if you wake up early, that means you have to go to bed early. But I like staying up late. I like to stay up past midnight, 1 a.m. in the dead of night. Silence, quiet, peace. Oh, the only sounds you hear is like, little crickets and that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like. And it's not a big sacrifice. It's not like, oh, I gotta make a sacrifice to. No, it's just something. If I really want to be a lot more productive when it comes to art, I need to get up early before I have to do real stuff. So I don't, I don't want to do it. I really don't. But it is what it is. I'm gonna have to do it. I don't want to. I definitely can't do it. If I did it tonight, oh man, I'd be a zombie tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and move on to what else do I have going on, y'all. What else do I have going on? Besides the collection I'm working on, I don't really know what else is going on. I've been listening to a lot of books. I finished today $100 million $100 million leads, and I'm probably going to play that book on repeat probably once a week or once every few days. There's a lot of great information in that book, and I think I need to, even though you take some notes and that kind of stuff, write some things down. I Each time, because I've already listened to certain chapters of the book, and each time I listen to something again, I hear something that I missed the first time. So now I'm like, oh, okay, I need to probably just keep running through this thing until I dang near have it memorized. A lot of great information in that book. $100 Million Leads by Alex Hermosi. Uh, he has another book called $100 Million Offer. I listened to that one too as well. I think about a year ago, something like that. And I was using that book more for the service-based business that I do, so that I can create solid offers for that, especially since it's on the high ticket uh, price or high ticket sales side of service based businesses. So, uh, and I got to the point. I know I mentioned this in the video, maybe 2 videos ago, 2 episodes ago. Something about me not caring what people think when it comes to my art, specifically, and you know, also I guess everything else too. And I mean, I care, especially like my parents, my wife. I care about what they think. I, oh, and my brother as well. But anybody else outside of that, I'm like, I haven't known you that long, so I'm not gonna really put a whole lot of what you say. I'm not gonna really take a lot of that to heart right now. So I hope y'all can hear me, man. I'm sleepy and I'm trying to do. I just wanted to do the video so I wouldn't start pushing it off because I felt myself. I felt that voice in my head say, "Hey, just move it till tomorrow." Nope, right now. Even though I don't have that much time to create art, I still want to at least put this out. What else we got going? And I probably didn't even finish my last thought. I just started talking and well, hopefully I finished. Hopefully I finished that last thought for y'all. But I guess I'll go ahead and go. I don't want to ramble on too much, and I want to work on some art, and I need to do some studying as well for the collection that I'm working on. Um, technology has helped so much because I go through a lot of the art that I'm making is based on a lot of 90s anime, like the style that I would like to create. So I've found a lot of inspiration in different video clips of classic animes and been making a huge playlist of that kind of stuff just for reference. There's some cool stuff I'm working on. So if you made it this far through the video, I really appreciate you so much. I know my voice can put you to sleep. If you made it all the way to the end, you're a champion, and I really appreciate you. And yeah, yeah. I'll go. Until next time. Peace.